What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol EFTR for Effector Therapeutics. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. Now, this one is fairly new to us. Obviously, it went public recently through some sort of SPAC merger, I would assume, with all of this flat price action and kind of floor around $9.93. But as we always do, we treat these all the same. IPO merger, doesn't matter. We'll mark out the opening print, the high of the opening drive, and of course, the low of that move down here. And then after that, we'll of course note that there's a floor way down here at 856. Not saying that that will be in play, especially given what's been going on here, but it's just nice to know. So that's a very quick and dirty roadmap from the daily perspective. Let's take a look at the 30-minute and see what's going on with the intraday activity. First thing I would encourage you to do whenever there's a large expansion of range is take out your Fibonacci's, go from the low of the given move all the way on up to the high, see what's going on with our pullback areas. Very interesting how the 38.2 coincides with structure here, and then also the 61.8 coinciding with structure from the open back in here. Kind of interesting how that works, right? So those are going to give us areas to pay attention to. If we can get back up above our 38.2 and consolidate in this range, that would strike me as the most bullish outcome inside of EFTR. After that, you're looking for a break of 40.42 to just continue to take us into these blue sky territories. Probably looking at whole dollars, 250 as well as $5 marks now on something that's gone relatively parabolic and has some serious range to it. So that's what I would watch for to the upside. On a breakdown of the 38.2, and yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I can see that it clearly closed underneath, but if you get more price acceptance at the bell tomorrow is what I'm getting at, then I would be very patient and kind of wait to see what the next reaction is here at the 61.8, but more importantly, the opening print right around $22, right? Because a lot of people, I'm sure, got involved at that area. If you just look back at the volume, where is it? There we go. Look at how many people were probably buyers up here, right around that 22 area, how it consolidated here. I'm sure a lot of people have a position around 22, which they may have an interest in defending, right? They've waited through for so long. Now they might have moved their stop to break even now that they're in the money. And, you know, there's just a number of ways that you could look at it. So please keep an eye on 22. If the pullback does come in and we start printing hammer candles, indecision dojis, then basically this is going to give you a questioning where if we can get back up over the highs, start looking at some of these upside targets, which we've discussed, namely this 29.17. And then, of course, only after that's recaptured can you start considering the all-time high here around 40.42. So those are the bull cases. Those are, you know, if we get a pullback, the first area to pay attention to. If we break down underneath 22, I would sort of keep this one on a watch list and not really be so excited to get in, simply remembering the psychology of, you know, if people bought here and they're starting to stop out now that they've realized, you know what, maybe this was my only chance to get out, I don't want to be involved anymore. There's no saying how low it could go. I'm not saying it goes all the way to 856, but what I am saying is, again, this is probably just not the trade for me to want to get into without any confirmation that we're really finding price acceptance over that 22 mark. The last thing I'll leave you off with here, and I promise I'll finish it up, is the fact that on the run up, we saw a huge amount of volume, and on the pullback, this is exactly what you want to see to ensure that it's not really stronger selling, just kind of profit taking, right? The volume did decrease significantly on the pullback here compared to the volume when the run up was happening here. So that's just one little note that I would also keep in the back of your mind, that this pullback looks healthy, right? It's not like aggressive selling, even though we can clearly see a large upper wick forming on the daily perspective. So if you enjoyed the video, if you learned anything new, certainly let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.